Hi, good morning. I just wanted to touch base with you really quickly today. Even though we're not doing a live Zoom meeting, I wanted to just touch base with you about your project. So thank you so much to all of you that have submitted proposals. They all look really interesting and cool, and I look forward to seeing the results of your research. So just a reminder that the actual slides are due on Monday. June 8th. And you want to make sure that your slide presentation is kind of stands alone, even though you are going to be doing a presentation of it. Um, Given the way it's going to be structured, I'm not going to watch everybody's full presentation. So all of your information really needs to be in the slides. So the slides might have a little bit more information than what a slideshow might usually have. You want to make sure all of your information is on there. So make sure you read carefully the components that should be included. You want to talk about your question and again, be really specific. Give some background on as why you might be interested in that question also. And then the way that you collected your data, those parts really important. Again, be really specific as if someone would be able to follow your exact directions and do exactly the same thing that you did. And then you want to include your data. Depending on the data that you collected, this slide is going to look a little different. So I've had some questions about summary statistics. If you're collecting categorical data, so you're doing a proportion, your summary statistics are really just going to be the proportions that you figured out. But if you're doing quantitative data and you have numerical values, your summary statistics would be your minimum, maximum, your quartiles, your median, your mean, your standard deviation, that kind of thing. So a lot of these questions, it really depends on the type of data you're collecting as to what what's going to look like. And then you're going to do an analysis and your conclusion. Your presentation that you're going to do during the Zoom meeting next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, it should be about 3 to 5 minutes in length. You want to practice that. If you're doing it with another person, talk about who's going to do what part. The way that you're going to do this is we're going to do them in breakout rooms and you will share your screen. So you might want to play around with that and make sure you know how to share your screen on Zoom. It's pretty intuitive, but if you're not sure, ask somebody to help you before that so we're not spending a lot of time with technical issues. You want to make sure also you're reading the rubric. Obviously, you ideally want to be focusing on this column here, which should be a 4 for each of your different areas. That's what your goal, what you should be aiming towards. The very last part here, the oral presentation, when we do the Zoom meeting, the people who are listening to your presentation are going to give you a score here, and then that will be included and you'll get that feedback. So next week when you do this, I'm going to send a Google form and everybody will be able to fill that out for the presentations that you watched. I hope that helps clarify any issues that you might have. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and make sure you get that to me on Monday so that I can help to get ready for the Zoom meetings on Tuesday, Wednesday. At that Zoom meeting, we'll also just have a sort of a closing to the class and celebrate our seniors. So if you haven't yet filled out that senior celebration form, I really encourage you to do that. It would be really great. All right, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you next week.